What do we do in case of a bear? Like, do we just go in the car?
Don't move. Oh, yeah, we'd go in the car.
Damn.
If we saw one.
Can
like,
the bear just
really
bite through
chilling.
the car? Isn't the bear big?
I don't think it has the incentive to do so.
Because it's like we're not.
We leave a honey trail. Whoops.
Uh-oh.
We're wondering why the bear chasing us. I say his pocket. There's just an open honey jar.
He's like, I fuck with the bees. They get out of
Welcome to another podcast no one asked for, created by two classically trained ex-theater kids.
We're breaking the stigma around money and talking all about what it's like being young, dumb, and broke. I'm your host, Maria Smal.
And I'm your host, Isaiah Washington, and this is
Baroque Girls.
That's
You feel
insane.
Holy shit, to hear that in the woods
Wait,
right
do you
now.
not normally hear that?
No,
We do, but it's normally like in the podcast studio.
Oh, got it.
I've never heard.
Wait, what do you mean? This isn't the podcast studio?
No,
Wait,
we're
yeah,
somewhere
wait.
very different today, everybody.
interesting.
Can you hear it?
Interesting.
Wait, let's see.
Wow, that's
Our
so...
guest is a bird.
No, we're in the woods.
We are in the woods.
We're camping.
We are camping
Hi, Jacob.
for my birthday. Jacob is right there being so cute.
This is such
Look
an
at his
honor.
little curly hair. You can
His
see
curly
it.
hair is so cute.
And on the podcast today, our guest is Cassius Pettit.
Cassius
Hello.
Pettit. We love
Greetings.
Cassius.
Thanks for having me, guys. Thanks for having me in the woods.
Yes.
Oh, yes. It's a blast.
They
It's a
flew me
blast.
out. They flew me out.
We
Yeah.
got flued out.
This is
Yeah.
what happens, friends of Baroque girls. You get flown out, we go camping. You know what I'm saying? This is the life we live. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How was sleeping last night, Isaiah?
It was quite. Here's the thing, guys. So
We've
here's
been
the thing.
we've been camping for one day. So
We've been
this
camping
is
for
the
one
second
day. We've been camping for one day. The thing with me is I don't understand how things work, right? So I'm like,
There it is.
I've never been camping before. So for me, I'm like, okay, I like sleeping in the cold. Me personally, in my house, like I put.
Hey, I do too.
I put the AC
Yeah.
on. The AC's on. It's rocking. It's popping. But the thing about nature is that nature is not AC.
No,
nature is not
nature is
AC.
not
Nature is a
AC.
different type of cold. So I was laying under my little micro fleece blanket that I bought, saying I was gonna be warm as fuck. I got that blanket, wrapped it around myself, and I was like, I'm gonna be warm as shit in these woods. I'm doing this shit
Meanwhile,
right.
his teeth.
It's nothing. That shit was essentially
Woke up so many
nothing.
times crying,
I was like
shuddering.
Apparently, Jacob was sleeping next to me, and Jacob said I was shuddering in my sleep, in my fucking sleep.
He was just having cold dreams. That's all. It
Cold
had nothing to do with the,
In my
Right,
dreams,
right.
I was Elsa. I was in Frozen,
Amen.
having my own movie.
Well,
Well,
it's-
me and Cassius were warm.
Yeah, it sounded to me like you were sound asleep based off how you sound when you sleep.
yeah.
I snore very heavily.
Yeah,
Wild.
yeah,
I
we
have-
have some
I have-
snores in this tent.
Yeah.
Have some snores in the tent.
I think I have sleep apnea.
Yeah, I definitely also do have sleep apnea.
Yours wasn't like loud.
No, I don't
No.
snore. I grind my teeth.
Oh, you grind your teeth.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's a tough one. That'll
Yeah.
That is a rough, very easy to tell when she falls asleep.
Yeah, I start
damn.
shuddering.
Oof, that is unfortunate.
Oof.
Well, damn. How has it been for you, Cassius?
Oh, cheers.
Oh yeah,
we gotta
let's
cheer this.
gotta cheers. Crack it open a
Guys.
cold one.
We go crack it open a cold one.
Bring it up to the mic.
Wow.
Ooh, oh,
Just pours all over the Zoom recorder.
have some ASMR.
Oh yeah.
That's so crazy.
You like that? No?
How the fuck did y'all do that? How'd y'all do that sound?
Go.
How you do
Why
that
are you
shit?
sucking on that?
It's like, how you do that?
How you doing?
Make it sound like a bong rip.
Oh, so bring the liquid
easier in
close up
bongs.
to your mouth and
Yeah.
just like
This is a terrible bit.
Everyone
yeah, everyone.
turns the back.
Everyone exits. Yeah, this is it. This is
I
it.
had enough of this
Yeah,
shit.
no
from
more
them.
cold
I'm
one
imagining myself
ASMR.
driving home from work right now, putting on your podcast and just turning down the volume right now. What the fuck is
Holy
this?
fuck.
Hey, no,
Oh
it's
my
okay.
God.
We're back to talking.
So what brought us out to the woods? What brought us out to camping?
Camping is so fun.
Camping is so fun. It was my birthday on Friday. Shout out Maria's
Happy
birthday.
2-3.
Shout out to my mom. Yeah.
2-3.
Shout out to your mom.
Shout out to my
to your
mom.
Shout out to you for making it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you
no,
really
I-
came out
I
that
was
shit.
the
Yeah, you
sperm
had to
that
do that.
won.
You had to
and-
come out.
Yeah, I
You
came
know.
out of that bitch. Yeah,
Yep.
not the
What?
bitch, as in
Whoa.
not my mom being
Hey,
the
yo.
bitch.
Wow, that
out of
bitch,
that bitch
yes.
is in like the place of not being
The
alive.
place of not
yeah,
being alive to being alive
Love you,
to
Mom.
consciousness.
Love you, Mom was not
All right.
calling you bitch.
Yep. Respect.
But yeah, no, and I love being outdoors and camping, and I have not done it yet since moving here
Moving to
because
LA.
Real as fuck.
yeah, I don't have any of the equipment
as
because
fuck.
it costs some money.
It does cost us a
LA's a great place to do it because it's only an hour away.
It is crazy.
and
Yeah,
you're
we're
here.
literally only an hour away from our house where we were
In Los Angeles.
partying on.
And there's so
Monday,
many campground. It's like there's unlimited options of
Unlimited
places to go.
options.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're also like diverse as well in terms of like mountainous.
Yeah, there's black people here.
Yeah, there's black people here. That's different.
and that's different.
And that's weird.
But they allow it here. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
truly, actually, it's funny that we actually said that because as we were walking around the campground yesterday, and we like turned the corner, I did see like a lot of black families,
Yeah,
and I was like,
Really?
Yeah.
whoa,
Yeah.
was not expecting that.
Well, I
shit
mean,
at
so far
all.
I've heard so many different languages being spoken
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
other campsites. There's like a bunch
absolutely.
of Spanish over there. We got Russian next to us. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
two. Those are the two. Those are the two.
That's
still more
And
than
that's different. I
And
bet you
that's
ain't hearing that
different.
shit.
Yeah.
I bet you
No,
ain't hearing that
you're not
shit.
hearing that shit.
So
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah.
country came out of me when I said hearing.
You're not hearing that shit.
You're not hearing that shit. That's what I said. Holy shit,
Yeah,
man. Wow.
but being
Shout out
outside is
Mississippi.
great.
Being outside is great.
California's an amazing place.
It is. It's a pretty spectacular place.
We're under an extreme burn ban though, so
Extreme burn
no
ban.
bonfires, no little fires being lit.
No little fires being lit or inhaled.
Yeah, none of that at all. That's not a thing that's happening at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm fully sober. God's good.
Hey, same.
God is
Literally
good.
all currently drinking.
Currently drinking.
Currently drinking. Shout out June Shine.
Shout out apple juice.
Yeah.
So you've
love
never been.
kombucha.
So you've never been. No, you've been camping, but you've never been
Just
camping.
not
in LA.
here, and I knew that it would be so lovely, and it is. It's so the weather is so great, like the air is good.
I've been noticing it's like absolutely insane.
And I've been
that
thinking
there's
about that.
No clouds
I've been
here.
thinking about how the
Yeah,
air
let's
is
talk
good
about
here.
that. The air
It's
is
so
good.
dope.
There's
It's so
just
dope.
California's full of different topographies. I've been to Joshua Tree, and it's a desert,
Yeah.
different
Big
than
word,
this.
SAT word, topography.
Joshua Tree.
Yeah, I was like Joshua Tree. Yeah, this was recommended to me by our friend Evan Walter.
shout
Shout
out
out
Evan.
Walter, love Evan.
Shout out Evan.
Shout out-
you know,
shout out
Evan
Frisbee.
the gang. Ooh, shout out Frisbee.
Shout out
gang.
Frisbee.
Y'all don't know about that.
Yeah, we can.
You guys haven't talked about that on the podcast, huh?
What? Can we? No, let's just not. I mean, it's not even like let's just not
No,
for
no,
privacy
no,
purposes.
just-
It's literally like I don't
No
think
one
anyone would
cares.
care.
Yeah, no. Privacy. You don't want any fans showing up.
Imagine a fan showed up to Frisbee.
That'd be actually kind of
That'd be kind of sick.
That would be
dope.
that
You
would be
got
dope as
fans?
fuck. I mean, it's literally I don't see
Super
that
Caleb.
happening.
Super Caleb showing up.
Okay, you need to shout him out.
No, shout out Super Caleb.
Okay,
Shout out
fair enough, fair
I
enough.
will shout out Super Caleb. There's
Super
others.
Caleb, yeah,
There's
there are
Garage Guy.
I will
There's
say
Almighty.
Super Caleb's support has gone like further than I expected it to. You know what
too.
I'm
That's
saying?
good. He's a real one.
Yeah, he's
or
a real
she,
one.
or what
Yeah,
are they?
Super
you-
Caleb.
Super
I know,
Caleb.
but I mean, who knows?
That's true. That's true.
That's very true.
What's
Come
his
on,
what's his
Maria.
profile? What's his profile picture?
Come on, Maria. What the fuck?
Like a fraud or something?
No, it's a guy. It's a guy. He's not like. It's just a guy. You know, Super Caleb. You know.
Super Caleb.
I don't
Super Caleb right now?
Super Caleb.
Shit, I like how my name sound. I like how my name sound on all their mouths. Fuck.
Yo, it's crazy that we gave Super Caleb this airtime, but shout out to him.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Another.
please subscribe to our Patreon.
This is the one episode he doesn't watch. You're like,
That
I
would be
die. That would be
insane.
insane.
That would be insane of you. That would be absolutely insane.
Anyway,
of you.
yeah, no, we went camping
Anyway.
for my birthday, and I'm 23 now, and feels good. It feels
Yeah.
good to be out here. It was kind of inspired by actually this camping trip. This specific time was inspired by a conversation that I was having with Isaiah and our friend Evan and our friend Jarvis a couple weeks ago. And Prance was there, I think.
that's crazy. Where was I?
At work.
Where was he?
Actually, I don't even know if Jarvis was there. That might be a lie. But it was a conversation we
were
were
at
having about Isaiah wanting to do van life. When he's really rich.
Got it. You would, yeah, I could never
Isaiah
actually
said,
see you
once
doing
I am
that.
really rich, I want to do van life.
It's not real after that happening. But to everybody else that it says that I told that it would happen, it will.
Wow, that was a wild sentence. Holy fuck. I want that on a shirt. I want that on a shirt. Oh my god.
Everybody I told that would happen, it will happen. You'll see.
Okay.
The thing is,
Yeah, what happened? Yeah, it's gonna happen.
I'm not doing that shit. Here's the thing. I'm not doing that shit. This camping experience has really like proven that to me. And it's literally not even the camping experience has been fantastic. It's not even like got the living outside portion. It's literally just the fact that like as soon as like my cell phone signal went out, I was like, what? I can't do this. I can't do this all the time.
What?
Like I can't. Like let me fucking be real with myself.
Be
Like,
real. We haven't been real today.
Yeah, I will
We've been
say
real
the
in a
worst
couple
part about
days.
camping is not being able to do B-reels.
It's actually fucked. I've only missed 2 days, and they've always been when I've been camping.
It's so fucked.
Sad.
So
fact.
you go camping pretty often. You go camping pretty often.
Not like purposefully. I just really like it, and I end up.
Just like oops.
Yeah, whoops! I'm outside of the woods. No, I don't know. My like friend group in college, we used to a lot, and now everyone kind of moved away. But anytime someone does come back, we just end up doing it. I don't know. And like my best friend, like their family annual camping trip happens, and like I go to that, and that's like a
Shout out
long camp.
Sebastian.
That's like shout out
Well,
Seb.
shout out
We love
Sebastian.
Sebastian.
That's like a
love
long
Sebastian.
like 10-day camping trip. That like that's like a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know how to do
That's the best.
the shit too. Like you were setting up the tent. You know what I'm saying? Listen, here's the thing, guys. I ain't gonna sit here and lie and be like I
my
know how
God.
to do any of that shit.
Cassius made hot dogs
Cassius
last
made
night.
hot
Hey,
dogs.
and
culinary chef.
Isaiah,
Yeah.
tell you,
Made
that
some
shit was-
sausage and eggs this morning.
That shit was bussin'. That shit was different. That
it
shit
was just a hot
different.
dog, like sort of
my
heated
God.
up.
Oh my god.
No, I'm telling y'all. Well, here's the thing: you come out to camp, and you're like, the quality level of this food is gonna be a certain to a certain like
Sure.
goodness.
Fair
I
enough.
can't
Yeah.
remember.
The bar is lower.
Right, the bar's lower, so I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm expecting something, right? That shit's cooking up on the fucking grill. I'm like, what the fuck is
And
that?
you're standing
It
there
wasn't a
shivering.
grill, by
Everyone's
the way. It
cold.
was a non-stick
I was
skillet.
warm. Jacob was fucking cold as shit.
Jacob was walking up.
Jacob
What
Walking
is
up
this
with a
shit?
whole blanket.
He had a whole blanket. He was like, "What the fuck are we fucking doing out here?" He didn't say that, but the look on his face was like,
That was what he thought.
What the
Yeah.
fuck are we doing out here? We fucking camping, man. Fucking cooking shit on the grill.
Maria
cold
could have
as
wanted to
shit.
go to like a hotel or something. She was like, why Maria like the nature? Can't say no, it's her birthday. But
Oh my
Holy
god.
shit. But yeah, we was cooking up the hot dogs. I'm smelling that shit. I'm like, oh fuck, that smells good as shit. We don't even got no fucking butter. We don't have like no butter, no seasoning or nothing. It's just straight. It's like just fucking.
Well, we got
straight-
ketchup. We got ketchup
We
and
got
mustard.
ketchup and mustard. I fucking put the ketchup on that bitch. I didn't even put both. I just put like one on one. I put the ketchup on that bitch. I ate that shit.
yeah.
It was different. It was
Bro, you
so
can make
fucking
that
good.
in your house. The
But I don't
exact
be though. Like that's the thing. I don't make that in my house. I don't do that. I'm gonna start doing it now. But
It's like you can't DoorDash camping hot dogs.
yeah,
What the
it's
fuck?
just
What is
insane.
this?
That's so disgusting. That's so disgusting. Actually, you should be. No, we shouldn't. Please, let's keep that. Because if you do, then I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna pay an extra delivery fee for it. And that's not worth it.
Jesus Christ.
That's not worth it. But I just didn't expect it to be so good. This morning we had some eggs and sausage. Eggs and sausage. We had it either on a burrito or we had it in a sandwich. That shit was. I mean, it was spectacular. I mean,
Yeah.
I was thrilled. I was thrilled. It was like really, really good.
so aren't you guys
Everyone's happy.
jealous?
So sick.
Running it through our absolutely bare bones. No, but really, I think maybe overdid it on the snacks because I think all of us were in these. We're like, oh, like you never have enough food camping, like whatever. Like we have the entire Ralph's is in my car.
We got
pretty
Ralph's.
great.
We got
It's pretty
Ralph's.
Ralph and Vaughn are
I'm loving
both
it.
in
I'm
my
loving
car.
it.
Having choices is so insane. I feel like having choices in a camping trip is probably not
It feels
as common.
cool. Yeah, it feels great. There's just a lot. And, I mean, yeah, eating a lot more because there's nothing to do.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's a good way to pass the time.
Yeah, it is.
I've been thinking a lot about like humanity while being out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wait, what'd you say this morning?
I said this morning.
Said a lot of things.
I said a couple things this morning. Hold on, I don't remember if I said this morning or if I said it yesterday.
Like the animal thing.
But I was like, oh yes,
Eating
yes. That there's so much of our so much of being a human being. Like camping really shows how animalistic we are because so much of what we do is literally just sleeping, eating, and then going back to sleep. And then we're looking at shit and we were like, damn, we
And
were looking
smoking
at
weed.
shit. Smoking weed.
Like animals do, like dogs.
Like koalas be doing that shit. Koalas be doing that. They
Wait,
don't smoke
what?
weed, but they eat. They eat.
They eat weed. They eat shoots and leaves.
They eat weed. They eat like a weed type substance that like makes them high.
Damn.
Interesting.
Yes,
That's why
you're
they
a
sleep.
koala.
They sleep like 22 hours a day.
Yeah, speaking of animals and how they sleep, lizards sleep in the
Lizards sleep in
red.
red light, and I do too. Are y'all aware that sleeping in red light will boost like your wellness in terms of sleep? That's not
Boost
the way to say it.
your wellness. And I tried
knew
to
that,
ask
never
him
knew
to
that.
define like wellness and boost. Like
I
what is
said
it?
okay. I want y'all to tell me if this is wild because I literally feel like this made sense, and I definitely said this shit sober.
Did
and I
you
was
come
like,
up with this, or did you see it somewhere, hear it somewhere?
I the stats I read somewhere, but I don't. I mean, there's no way to like statistically prove that I had better sleep. I
That's what I'm
started having
saying.
better sleep.
It's like, what's better sleep?
Yeah.
Like, is this a
Literally
placebo?
being more rested when I wake up. That's
But how are
really
you
what it
measuring
means.
that?
But maybe you just. Oh yeah, I'm not one to bash your things.
I'm
but-
saying, like, I remember when I started doing it back when I was living in Hartsville.
Okay.
And I would oftentimes, like, I mean, you could just tell when you wake up, like, sort of like on the wrong side of the bed, not necessarily like
left
too
side.
upset. The left side. I literally couldn't do that at a wall. But I don't know why I even told that to y'all. That's the bedding situation in my old house. Anyway,
Okay.
I started doing the red light situation. Then like that week or two passes, and I start realizing like when I wake up, I was significantly less groggy. I was just having better, like what could be considered better sleep.
Do you think that's just because you're being more mindful about your sleep in general? Because you're like, okay, I'm gonna put on my red light. I'm gonna go to sleep.
Well, I wasn't doing that. I was turning on the red light like very early, and then like doing something else, and then I was going to sleep
Like
at
what?
random times.
What else were you doing?
Playing video games.
In the red light. Playing video games in the red light boosts your. It boosts your high
Gameplay,
score. Yeah.
It boosts your your reaction times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know.
Damn.
Shit, I don't know. But
Yeah, whatever.
Well, basically, we need good sleep. We need good food.
right.
We're animals at heart.
Animals
know?
at heart. Yeah, that's really what's important.
and I
feel
think-
like that's
Yeah, kind of what inspired like doing like a camping episode for this podcast in particular is like, I think that once you get to a certain tax bracket, you start to forget like what it's like to just not have a lot.
Mine fell asleep.
And so you do I feel like a lot of rich people will do things like glamping and van life. Shout out Isaiah.
Shout out van life. Baby.
That costs
It's
a lot
coming.
of money,
Future Isaiah.
but it's like cosplaying being poor because
Yeah,
it's like
Yeah.
you kind of like it's fun for them to feel like, oh, I'm living off nothing, but I can like go home to like buy Tesla and whatever. There's been several Teslas here.
Yeah, which has been shocking.
Actually, which
I
has
didn't
been
expect to see
shocking.
the
And none of
Teslas.
them know how to drive.
Yeah,
None of them know how to drive. Come on, Tesla.
They're
owners.
going the wrong way on a one way. Come on.
We
Yeah, but none of the ones we've
but they
witnessed
can
here.
drive.
None of the ones
Shout
we've
out to the-
witnessed here can drive.
Shout out to the Tesla owners who have been on our podcast that can drive. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're sick as fuck. You're sick as fuck.
Hey, speaking of, Isaiah's about to get a car.
I'm about to get a car soon, y'all.
No,
I'm
that's
very
crazy.
excited. I'm getting
What's the
a car.
license plate?
I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you if I
Yeah,
wanted to.
yeah.
I have no idea. But I'm getting a car soon. I'm very excited. You can't live in LA without a car. I feel like. I
Game
mean,
is changing.
it's literally like, I mean, technically, hypothetically, you can. I don't necessarily need a car, but
Yeah.
I desire one very greatly.
I did for 4.5 years here.
Oh,
Yeah, that's crazy.
crazy. Where did you go? Like, what did you like do in those 4 years?
I was fortunate enough to like. I mean, it was my like years of being in college. So I
Okay.
think a lot of people like go to college somewhere away from home. A lot of people don't have cars in college.
Right.
And then even after college, it was like all my friends had cars. It wasn't a big deal. It was like,
Got you.
if I need to go shopping, I'll just go shopping when they also need to go shopping.
Real as
Yeah.
fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is real.
I like shopping. Yeah, shopping is necessarily a problem because I live in a great neighborhood
True.
with all of that. But it's just like being able to like leave the state. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or even drive around the state.
Go camping.
Go camping, you know what I'm saying? Like, go visit a different type, new location. I felt very trapped in LA
Yeah.
for the last, like, 7 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could really only go so far on a scooter.
On a scooter. that is very insanely true.
You know, like...
You went pretty far though.
Yeah, you do go far.
I went as far as I could. Truly, that's why I knew there was a point where I was like, okay, I gotta get a fucking car.
Yeah.
Once I started doing the scooter to Koreatown, that was when I was like, okay,
Yeah,
enough's
that's
enough.
a lot from where you are.
Enough's enough. You know
That's
what
to
I'm
my
saying?
house.
Yes, it is. And I mean, it is nice. Like, it's a really like nice ride, but it's also a like 20-minute scooter ride when it could be a 10-minute drive. I mean, less than 10 minutes in a car.
Yeah,
So
sure.
it's like, come on. Even though there's no parking in Koreatown, so I probably wouldn't drive to Koreatown anyway. I guess that's not a good example.
Amen.
That's
No
not a good
parking in
example.
Koreatown.
There's no parking in Koreatown. Jesus fucking Christ.
But here, in the open woods, don't gotta worry about any of that.
Wow.
We're just chilling.
We're just chilling.
We're
Yeah, so much of our time has been sitting around. I've
which
noticed
has been
that.
so nice.
It's great.
And it's like the time is passing, but I don't feel like my usual productivity anxiety where I'm like, I'm not being productive like I'm about to
I should be doing things. No.
Yeah.
Do you feel like maybe that's the reason why rich people do that is because there's so much of their day is taken up by the fact that they can do anything because they have money? So that at some point gets kind of dull. So you're like, I'm going to take away everything that I could do and just sort of be at the nature of the woods.
Yeah.
Even though you're still in control because you're bringing the tent, you're bringing whatever, blah, blah, blah.
And like that, I respect, but it is like the glamping and like the really like elaborate van life that I'm like, you're essentially like not really changing anything about what you do.
Oh, you just don't fuck with van
I
life.
think they just want to say after the fact, I just got back
did
from a camping trip and like
They're
not
gonna-
explain
they're gonna tell you they had
the
like
intricacies of
electricity and they had like a
they had a
toilet
bath
in their
exactly. They
garage.
showered like
So it was like, what was the point of even leaving your house
Right, like this
anyway?
is perform. Like, come on.
a catered
Just go
camping
to
trip.
a park, you know? yeah.
Go to a park. Actually, that is really like stupid. Honestly, that's really
Right.
dumb because it's like, what's even the point? You know, because that's really what's been nice is the fact that I mean, even last night when I was sleeping and I was very very cold, the fact that I couldn't do anything about that like made me feel a different way about things. You know what I mean?
Because if I'm too cold in my house, I'm like, what?
Oh
is
yeah,
this?
What is
Like,
this? Like this is shouldn't be possible.
Turn off the AC.
I'll
Yeah.
turn off the AC. I'll
But
change
outside,
it.
it's like,
It made me. I don't know. It's
Let's adapt.
it's
Somehow.
probably very minor, and we're probably like blowing it up more than it should be. But like I don't know. It's probably very like minor things, but it does make you just enjoy stuff differently. You know what I'm saying? I was outside sitting around listening to music, something that I would have done at my house. And it felt better doing it out here because at my house I feel like, why am I not doing something more productive? Quote
Right.
unquote.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying? But out here I feel like I don't have any phone signal. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody who I'm like who I'm like
you need to
hit
answer
up,
to.
you know what I'm
or,
saying?
Yeah, respond
So
to.
And you're just like hanging out with friends, talking, like
Yeah.
eating food. Like it's such a brings people together.
It
I love
does.
I
Feels
love
extremely
camping.
good.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's like it's a completely different breed. I don't know. This is my first time camping. Like I think I said. Did I say
Oh,
that?
first time ever?
This is my first time ever.
Like a
Oh,
real
wow.
like camping
Yeah.
thing.
And the thing that I was gonna say before the podcast started, I said I was gonna say for the podcast. I was like, this is like my first camping trip ever, and it was like magical. It was a magical camping trip. Like honestly, like it was exactly what I imagined.
We're still doing it.
And it's still time.
We're still gonna go see a waterfall.
I know we still have more shit to do. Like it's literally not even over. But like being here, the tent that we have, the the company, the vibes, the everything about it, like so far, and I mean even I know like through this entire time, it's exactly what I always imagined camping would be.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yay.
So thank you all for
We've cultivated a regular, a good, whatever you
Yes.
think of
vibe,
experience.
yes.
That's
Great
great.
experience.
That's
Great
so-
experience. You know, it was fantastic.
It's all downhill from here.
And it truly
No camping
is,
trip will
'cause we're
ever
on
be
hill.
as good. It can be
It
pretty
really can be.
like
Yeah, one of
miserable.
my first times camping was at the Niobrara River in Nebraska, and we didn't put the fly on our tent because we're like, it's not gonna rain.
Right.
That was us last night.
Started raining, and that was.
Yeah, that
What do you
actually
do at that
ruins
point?
it.
Do you leave?
You get out, you like in the rain, put the fly on while you're like, it's dark, you're tired, you're pissed. It's the inside of the tent's like wet already, and so we're like, you're clothes, you have to like change.
You don't go home? You don't give up?
Oh no,
Going
I mean,
home would take more work. Cleaning
Yeah.
the site up and loading the
Wow,
car would
damn,
take
I didn't
way
even think
more
yeah,
of
work.
no, you get in that tent once the fly's on. I mean, some water kind of leaked through, but
Damn, that sucked. And did you even feel like a sense of like, oh, that sucked, but we bonded because it sucked?
yeah, no, we
Sure.
bonded because it sucked. Yeah,
Okay,
shout
that
out
was
Ryan
fun.
and Dana. Yeah, we had a great bonding time. But yeah, no, this is pretty much a perfect camping trip so far.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie.
Wow,
It's
look at that.
it's been like pretty fantastic. Cassius, how's it been for you?
As a seasoned camper.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not even a seasoned camper. This is like painting such a picture of me that like I like go camping all the time.
can't
I
more than
rarely
us.
do.
Just got back from like a 10-day.
But that is a once a year thing. Okay, basically, I just like it so much that I feel like maybe I talk about it more than like I do it. Of just me constantly being like, I want to go camping, and that feels like he's always going camping. But I just always am wanting to.
True. And just now you bought all the equipment to go
Yeah,
camping.
now
so you can.
So now
I've
you'll
made the
be a
lifelong
seasoned
investment of camping equipment,
What was,
and
what
like
was
that can
the
be the
investment? Like how, like let's get into some numbers. For the audience.
of what we're utilizing here.
Yeah, because shout out Cassius.
Let's talk numbers.
Yeah, I didn't pay for.
I
didn't pay for
did
shit.
not. Yes, this is Cassius.
This was just me thinking that I will utilize all this stuff for the rest of my literal life, not
think you
not
will.
just like, oh yeah, a thing of pair of shoes that'll last a couple of years. I guess
Right,
it's
yeah,
like, oh
like
no, this
for
tent,
life,
like
family,
unless something
you know.
bad happens, like this tent is mine forever. It's just a 4-person tent from REI. It was like $350.
Amazing, very
And then-
good price.
And then the
It's a very
stove,
good price for a tent, y'all.
the 2-burner
huge.
stove
It's huge.
thing,
It's
which
big
is
for a tent.
the stove that has been making the amazing gourmet hot
Gourmet hot
dogs
dogs,
for
guys. I'm telling
Isaiah.
y'all, that shit is crazy.
That was like $150. And then,
$150.
so that was like
So we're at 500.
that was yeah. And then when we went shopping for the grocery stuff, the stuff I got was like $100 exactly, actually, which was great. And then what else is there? I think that's kind of it. But like 600-ish or whatever. But that's only because it's for the first one. Because now, ever since now, all the other expenses that I won't have to do ever again are the like, oh yeah, $100 for groceries.
That's
If I
real
want to
as
go
fuck.
camping, and that's
Yeah,
it.
talk about
And
that.
then you're like, oh well, in a whole weekend, I would have spent a lot of money on like groceries and food and I don't know, random things to do in the city of LA, which is so expensive that like I would have spent that much probably on a weekend with doing things with friends. So like now, next time we go camping, it'll be like
So
$0.
cheap, yeah.
Yeah, like
We were talking about that earlier, like
Yeah.
how that was just such a worth it invest, and I feel like it
Yeah.
will be because maybe now you'll be a season camper because you got all the shit. So it's like, why not? You want to camp.
And this is an hour away. Like
This is an hour away.
a bunch of other spots are an hour away.
I love a lot of
And I love
other
camping
I've never
now,
been to
so
this
you can always,
campground,
like,
but
bring
I
me.
like it a lot so far.
You can always bring me.
Okay.
So that's all right.
Okay.
Okay.
You can always bring me. You can always bring me. I will always come.
Make sure we run that back, y'all. Y'all heard me say that. Y'all heard me say that.
Make sure you bring some warm clothes. You
Yeah,
do, Jacob.
next time. Yeah, Jacob over here in
Jacob
shorts
didn't
all
believe
night. Like,
me. I kept telling him it would get cold. He was like, I don't believe you. Because it's been a heat wave in LA,
Yeah.
but it is different out in
It's
the woods.
different in
It's
the woods,
different.
guys. I think that's a really important topic because I feel like a lot of people don't notice. I feel like a lot of people don't
yeah.
notice. Wait, Jacob, have you been camping before?
here, one sec, Jacob.
Yeah.
Talking to the mic. I'm gonna check the cameras are still rolling.
Hell yeah. Have you been? So have you been camping before?
Yes, I've been camping before.
Jacob on the microphone.
Wow, Jacob on the mic. This is iconic.
Yeah, so I growing up I was a Boy Scout and I did get to Eagle
That's
Scout.
how you know them knots. Do you remember? Do you remember when we was like? Do you remember Cassius when we was putting up the thing and he was like, and we
The
was like,
hammock?
oh, those are some special knots. And then Jacob was like, no, they're not. And we was like, brother, those don't look like knots that are regular knots. Those are Boy Scout knots.
That's a classical 2.5 hitches.
That's fucking crazy. I don't even know the name of the real knots.
Thank
I
you
mean,
for your
like the
service.
real knots. These are real knots, if anything.
Literally, bow
Yeah,
down.
So I have been camping quite a bit, but I've in the Scouts and like the camping that I have done,
Yeah.
it's either been in Nebraska or like outside of the country. And so I don't know what camping like here in the mountains is like.
So have you ever?
Ooh.
Oh, so you never camped in the
Interesting,
mountains? That's what.
interesting.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Interesting.
Only in the cold fucking Canadian mountains, like
So
where it's like I was like, oh, it's gonna be fucking cold. But
okay,
here
okay,
I'm like,
right.
it's the middle of the summer in Southern California. No way it's gonna get cold.
Right.
That's right.
Back at our house, less than an hour away, at night it stays,
stays
like
so
70
hot.
Isn't
degrees.
that so crazy how literally like time and shit like makes it. I mean, not time.
Distance.
I guess
doesn't.
is.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think
The fact it's
more
only an
than
hour away is
distance, it is
crazy.
like we're like at like what 7,000 elevation or something.
We're at
Yeah,
6,500.
the elevation makes a big difference.
Yeah.
We're at 6,730 feet. Nope, sorry, 6,530 feet.
That's a lot of feet.
That's a
Yeah.
ton.
Considering
of feet.
like right by Santa Monica, elevation 0. Because it's sea level.
because it's the fucking sea level.
Oh, wow.
So
Sea level
we
0.
don't.
Wow.
Okay, so you was confused too, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hell
Like,
yes.
how's the
This is why I
sea-
fuck
the
with you.
sea's
Because I did not understand why it was at 0. I was like, what? I was
That,
like, what?
like the sea seemed kind of high up. Look at those Malibu mountains.
Aren't there mountains right there? I was like, how's that even fucking possible?
Yeah.
How's that possible?
Wow, so sea level is 0.
Fucking, of
Yeah.
course
That
it
makes
is.
so much sense because that's what you would measure it from. Okay, but the sea cannot be. What? Is the sea level all the way around?
Yeah,
That's what you're measuring the levelness of.
the top of the
But
sea.
doesn't, with water levels, doesn't that like change?
Theoretically, yeah. I mean, with
So,
tides.
I
but
feel like it's not a very accurate like measurement. Like the sea levels are always changing.
I think it like adds up because, see,
Let's not pretend like we're gonna know exactly what this means. But I don't know if it changes drastically enough to really change.
I was about to say some wild
Oceans
shit.
rise.
I was about to say some
Oceans
shit that didn't make
rise.
no damn sense. I said
interesting.
the seas. We're not even talking about that. Here's the thing. What Cassius just said is correct. Yeah, I don't think it would change that drastically this year.
I don't know. Maybe it's just based off where it was at one point, and then ever since then, it doesn't matter where it goes.
Probably.
Kind of like how we're talking about things are just like named after things that happen once.
Yeah.
We have named this rock that we're
Yeah.
on right now. Shout out to the video if you're watching the video. Podcast Rock.
This is Podcast Rock from now on.
Kind of like how other things we have struggled to come up with examples.
We struggled to come up with it.
Like historical examples, you know what I mean?
Here's the thing. I realized the reason why it was hard to come up with the examples because I explained it wrong, maybe. It's probably easier if I explain it this way. You know how, like, people find things, like Cassius found a rock and he like, wrote his name into it, and now that's Cash Rock. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, everyone will know.
Everyone will know that's Cash Rock. Well, at least
at Buckhorn Campground, Site 8.
Everyone goes to look
Everyone
at Cash
knows
Rock.
exactly Cash Rock.
I mean, truly, like, you know, you never know, because now it's there, and if it never washes off, then people will see it and be like,
will.
oh, this
It
must be
will.
Cash
It
Rock.
will. It will.
It definitely will, because it's ash, but,
Yeah.
But
if it
yes,
didn't,
yes,
you know
yes.
what I'm
I
saying,
understand what you're saying.
hypothetically?
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, Cassius, like, when Cassius did that, I was like, damn, that's really wild, because the same sort of thing happens when people just find shit, you know, and then they just name that after
Yeah,
themselves.
Lewis and Clark be like,
Lewis and Clark, Plymouth Rock was what I was
Hey,
thinking.
Plymouth
I
Rock, I was
got
thinking
it.
of, but I was like, what's Plymouth? You know what I mean?
The dude's last
Yeah.
name. I literally just figured. No, that's
Really?
literally what I was saying. That's what I was trying. I was like, it's crazy because we just
Everyone
accepted that.
calls it Plymouth. Everyone knows
Yeah.
it's
Everyone's
Plymouth
like,
Rock.
oh, that's
Yeah.
Plymouth Rock. Oh, that's the rock. That's Plymouth.
Also,
That's literally what I
a
think.
lot of places where like battles and shit happened. There's like a
Battles, yeah.
bunch of
The
like
Alamo.
those
The
like names that are
Alamo.
like the blah blah blah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bunker Hill. That's
Battle
where I
of
used to
Bunker
live.
Hill, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out Bunker Hill.
And there's different, but you just like kind of accept that. You know what I mean? Especially when you're a kid, you just hear that and you're like, oh, Plymouth Rock. That's the rock. That's
You're like,
Plymouth.
okay.
And like my neighborhood growing up in Nebraska was Quail Run. It
Yeah.
makes me wonder, were there quails running
That
around?
run-
And there are quails running around. What? Because run actually doesn't mean that things that the running. Run is just
Yeah,
Like
a
a place
run
where they're
of
at.
that. Yeah,
Nah, I don't think it's a place where they're at.
like a dog run. Like
Runs
in
and
places.
avenues and streets and shit are named after the way that the particular thing is built.
Really?
Or the size also.
Or the
'Cause
size.
there's the difference between like an interstate and a boulevard and all that shit. It's like-
Exactly.
I
Yeah,
love
exactly.
a good boulevard.
Boulevards are dope as
There are
fuck.
so many here.
There are
There are so
boulevards.
many in LA.
So many
Boulevard.
famous boulevards.
Yeah.
Can't think
Like
of it
how
right now.
about
Nope. Don't.
Sun-
I literally do that.
Santa Monica Boulevard?
Santa Monica Boulevard.
Sunset
Summer
Boulevardos.
IDK.
I love boulevards.
Boulevards are dope. I haven't seen this many boulevards in my life. I haven't seen this many boulevards in my life.
Wow.
Truly, I haven't. You know, and
And
And you're gonna be driving them soon.
I know I'm
You're gonna be
very
driving them
excited
some
to
with
have
your
it.
car.
insane.
I'm very excited to have a car. You can definitely do this city. I want to say to like people who like maybe like moving into Los Angeles. First of all, very exciting that you're considering LA. We were just talking about this earlier that like I do consider like New York to be the best built city, probably like the best city. I mean, people say that New York is the greatest city in the world. Obviously, Hamilton. But like I do think Los Angeles is the best city. Because Los Angeles has everything.
It
Now
has
it's a
this.
lot harder to get to all of them, which is
has-
why I
Yeah,
think New York is the
yeah.
best. New York is the greatest. New York is the greatest, but Los Angeles is the best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because which is not significant difference. Which is-
West Coast, Best Coast, East Coast, East Coast.
I just feel like, you know, there's a lot with everything wrong with Los Angeles. It's pretty incredible that we are an hour away from the beach. We are in the mountains. Again, 7,530 feet up. Let's put them stats on there. Like put some respect on their names.
Wasn't it 6?
6,530.
I said 7. Fuck me. Fuck me.
Yeah,
6,530. Put some respect on their names.
But how has being in the nature, this is your first time camping, this is not your first time camping, but how has it made you feel? Like, were you, I don't know, how has it made you feel?
Me camping?
Yeah, like, do you feel more grounded? Or, like, is it doing what you thought camping was supposed
But
to
you
do?
also kind of grew up in the woods, yeah?
I did. I grew up in the woods. It didn't ground me. It didn't do that stuff, but it did make it feel like I was at home.
There it is.
Which
There
is
it
huge.
is. That's what
which
we're
is
looking for.
Huge. That's
That is
huge.
huge.
Great
You know what I'm
feeling.
saying? I didn't grow up in a city-like place. Now I live in a city-like place. There's sounds all the time.
city.
As soon as we stepped out of the car, I like heard just the sound of nature, you know, in the woods and that type of shit. I think people they don't recognize how serious that is once you like have that for your entire life and then it's gone. You know what I'm saying? Then it's kind of hard. Like I've always kind of felt in LA like, damn, how do I like, make this place a little more homey? You know what I'm saying? A lot of that was community. A lot of that is, friendship and all of that stuff. But didn't realize until I came camping again because I didn't have a car up until this point, so I haven't been doing shit. Came outside to where there is just silence. You know what I'm saying? It's very rural. I grew up in a very rural place. Should just like made me feel like I'm at home. You know what I'm saying? So that's huge in terms of just mentally. It didn't like really put me in a different headspace or like give me a new perspective on life or anything, but it made me just remember who I was in a way. You know what I'm saying? It just made me feel very comfortable. Yeah. That's really what it was. Yeah. It was a great vacation. It was a great vacation. I just felt like I needed this, to be completely honest with you. Like I just felt like I needed it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of get me away from the constant daily grind of being in LA. Yeah. That type of thing, when you do it over and over again, it can definitely like get to you and kind of change your mindset a little bit. So I just felt like I needed it, just to remind myself that life is the way it is. What life actually is, because life in Los Angeles isn't really.
Los Angeles does feel like a very fake, like not fake as in like with a negative connotation. Like it just kind of seems like a fake place. Like it's like so perfect and but also so bad, and it's like the juxtaposition of like how great it is and how bad it is.
It has everything, whether that be positive or negative.
Right, it's like literally such a fake place. It's like this is insane. It's insane.
It's like out of a storybook, essentially. It's like it's got the greatest goods and the worst evils.
Yeah,
there it is.
Which is insane.
Which is a lot of stimuli to be just like constantly every single day, like consuming and just having that have to be normal, even though it's completely not normal.
Yeah, and like the fact that like living in LA, when it came to like this, and this is gonna sound wild, but like out of nowhere, but the fashion in at least in Silver Lake is like you have to dress like you don't care how you're dressing. You know what I'm saying? And when I first got to LA, I was literally obsessed with like, how do I make it look like it's casual? And then like, I think like a month ago, I started to have the thought, I'm acting fucking insane. Cause I remember back when I'm in South Carolina and I actually didn't care how I dressed. And that's what people are looking for out here. It's like that exact thing. But it's easy to then make it be like, oh, I have to make it try to make it look like I don't care how I'm dressing.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah.
Effortlessness.
Right.
Or
You're
putting effort to look effortless.
Yes. Yeah, which can get to you. I feel
like the no makeup looks for the ladies. And if you know, you know.
And if anybody is like coming to LA and they're new here, just literally dress regular. Just dress regular, and people will be like, "Oh, that's so camp," or something. I don't know. They'll say some wild shit. They'll say some wild shit. I don't know if camp is the right word.
It can be camp. It can be camp.
It can be camp.
We're camping.
Speaking of camp,
that's what we're doing.
This is the camp fit right now. We're in our camp fits.
Yeah, we're in our little camp fits.
Yeah, flannels and shit.
So cute though. Like,
flannels and shit.
Yeah, we do.
Sorry, you want to say that again?
y'all look so cute though.
Yeah, with my little bald eagle sweatshirt blanket and yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was amazing. Have we seen any like crazy animal life out here? We've been worried about.
We saw woodpeckers. We saw big ass squirrel. We saw lizards.
Squirrels,
yeah. Yep.
Tiny lizards. We saw a big dog that we all thought was a bear or a mountain lion for a second.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And thank God it was just someone's big ass dog. But
Isaiah would have been out of here.
I literally almost left. I literally, because I got up and I saw the
like, nope,
tail.
Nope.
Like I saw the tail, but the tail looked like its own animal, and I was like, oh, what? So I like started to stand up, but then I like saw that it was a dog, and I was like, okay, wow, because I was literally about to abandon everything.
Mm-hmm.
Cassius was like, yeah, this tent is gonna be his for life. I'm like, I hope that survives whatever is about to happen, because I won't be here. I am not taking that shit down. I am not taking that shit down in the terms of a fucking bear fight. You know, truly, maybe if I actually
fight, imagine yourself needing to like
fight the bear. Okay, this is something I'm glad we're like going through right now. If we come across a bear, we're not fighting the bear.
Hey, speak for yourself.
I'm about to say we might have a little chance.
Chance. Oh, because you think 4v1 bear is gonna be fine?
Yeah.
I'm watching from the car.
Sorry,
I'm saying,
3.5.
What do we do in case of a bear? Like, do we just go in the car?
Don't move. Oh yeah, we'd go in the car.
Damn.
If we saw one.
Can the bear just break through the car? Isn't the bear big?
I don't think it has the incentive to do so.
Because it's like we're not.
We leave a honey trail. Whoops.
We're wondering why the bear chasing us. I say his pocket. There's just an open honey jar.
He's like, I fuck with the bees. They gave me all this honey. They gave me honey.
You wanted the bees to come to you.
You did see a bee earlier, and the bees was fucking.
The
but
bees
bugs
have been
The bees are
drunk
drunk here.
around
Oh yeah,
here.
that's
Bees are,
the
like, drunk.
weirdest
I think
natural
it's because
thing
of
that's
the
been
sap
happening.
or something, but these bees are drunk. They can't fly.
It's
They're
weird
like
as fuck.
falling over. It's so cute.
Which is so
It's
adorable.
so cute.
I got a couple good pics of the bee. I got a couple good pics.
Cancer.
Yeah, those comments are like, this is actually a sign that they're in distress. Okay.
Yeah, well, they made me happy.
Well, I was happy about it when I didn't know, so I don't know why you're bugging. I don't know why you're bugging. Clearly, I would be laughing if I knew it was cancer.
Because I clearly love them so much and I was happy that they were happy.
I fucking love bees. I thought they were having a good
Isaiah loves
time.
bees.
Bees.
Isaiah loves
I
bees.
fuck with
Bees in
bees
the
so heavy, guys. Bees are fucking dope. I'm not even
Yeah,
gonna lie
that's
to
a
you.
crazy. That's a crazy
Like joy.
story that you. Yeah, like thinking that they. Yeah.
The bees.
I mean, knowing.
The bee, I'm gonna tell the bee story really quick. I'm gonna give the abridged bee story version. Here's the thing: I was out smoking weed one time, and This bee came up to me while I was smoking. I was like, "Oh shit, this bee want this." A lot of people scared of bees, right? This was the height of the bee extinction era. You know what I'm saying? When people was like, "Oh, bees are going extinct and shit," and I was like, "I'm gonna help this bee out. I'm gonna help this bee out." So I blew smoke in the bee's face. You know what I'm saying? I blew smoke in the bee's face, and the bee was like buzz buzz buzz, and he came up and he pet me on the leg. I kid you not, the bee multiple times bumped into
We've
my
heard
leg.
this story so many times.
Bumped into my leg. I swear to fucking God, what else would you describe it as? Because it literally, the bee wasn't drunk. The bee wasn't drunk like the bees here. It was a little high now. You know, I mean, it wasn't crazy. Like the weed wasn't like wow. It was South Carolina weed, but
my God.
you know what? Truly, we did get our shit from California. I don't know why I'm tripping, but the bee came, pet me on the leg, and then it went back to the beehive. Since then, no bees fuck with me or my homies at all. Has anybody had a bee sting since I told
I've
y'all? that?
never had a bee sting.
Boom.
Like period or what?
Ever.
Since you met me.
No, but she's never had one.
Okay, well then she got her own thing with the bees that she's refusing to acknowledge, which is fucked up.
Refusing to acknowledge. I do have like an animal thing. I have an animal thing.
You animals be fucking with you?
Animals fuck with me. Animals and babies.
You don't be fucking with babies though.
I
You be making fun of
if it was
babies.
my own. So here's my two things. Like I think babies are so cute. Like I'm obsessed with them. But like babies can also be annoying. And so one of my favorite brands of humor is like making fun of babies.
Making fun of babies
How like
is
they're
funny.
just dumb and
They are.
can't do shit.
I don't think that's bad. I don't think that is bad. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because they are, and I feel like they should be comfortable in that because it's like
yeah,
they're-
own that.
Oh,
We've all
own
been
that
there.
shit,
Baby,
babies.
own
We've
that.
all
You
been
can't
there.
do
We've all
shit.
been there. We all have to go through it.
Yeah, you're dumb as fuck. Just
Yeah.
it's fine.
And also, yeah, and
So for
like,
all the babies listening,
shout out to all the babies.
Shout out to all the babies.
shout out to all the babies.
You know what
Shout
I'm
out
Don't
to
get
saying?
offended.
hair.
Just
Don't get offended. Let yourself laugh. That's what you like doing. You like laughing and crying.
Yeah.
You like laughing and crying. So do laughing instead, because you never like.
Okay.
Crying, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, from 3 ex babies. I mean, just get over
But
it.
yeah, because we were babies. Got it.
Exactly.
3X babies.
Oh,
Got it.
okay.
Yeah. I was like 3X.
never gonna
3X babies. What's a 3X
I thought you
baby?
meant like 3 times babies.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this? What do you mean?
Yeah.
I thought that was the name of
I
like
used to be a
production
baby.
company. Or
I
something.
used to be a baby.
I used to be a baby.
That's crazy.
That was back in the day. Damn. Well,
I was back in the day. I was a baby, but that was just back in the day. Look at me. I can walk and shit now.
I do think, I mean, whatever price that we spent on this camping trip, Cash is more than us, but
yes.
whatever price that we spent on this camping trip was extremely worth it. Definitely.
Oh, it's great. I felt it coming. I was like, wait, what? Whatever price we spent. What did you spend in?
Yeah.
Worth it.
Man,
It was worth it
Holy
for me.
shit, that is so
But
it was
really,
worth it for me to know you and to.
yeah, thanks, Cassius. But really, like, it is I am catching a vibe because I think. I didn't grow up camping. I think with a lot of people with immigrant parents who like came
to
from
immigrant
Shut up.
shout out immigrant
immigrant
parents
parents,
who
baby.
came from not a lot. It's like once they have a house and like a life of their own, American dream, whatever, they're like, I'm not gonna like replicate the
Why would I go
situation.
back?
It's like no, I have a house. I'm gonna like sleep in my house.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I never grew up camping with my family, but I had a lot of white friends.
A lot of white friends.
Shout out, shout out, white
Nebraskan
friends.
white
Shout out
Yeah.
white friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those Nebraskans love camping.
That's where you gotta keep them as friends. You gotta make sure you got some of them. They're like a buffer, you know. They're safety net. You know what I'm talking about. You gotta make sure someone can vouch for you on their side. Hey, you know what they say? Keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer.
You're saying that in front of an Eagle Scout right now? Seriously,
Jacob's
brave
face.
enough to say that in
Jacob's
front of an Eagle
face.
Scout?
Oh my God.
He's gonna fuck you up. He's gonna tie you up.
Jacob's gonna like do the bear call, and like it's just like
There's a call to call the bears.
yeah. You gotta growl a certain way.
Oh my god!
You like that one, huh? Damn.
That was
Damn.
so
But
funny.
you know, very worth it.
Holy shit! Very worth it.
Being
Very worth
in
it.
nature is something that, even though I didn't grow up camping, I was, always like either going for walks or, for a little bit, in Belarus, in the forest
Wow,
and stuff
Belarus.
like that.
So
And
much
in college,
Belarusian
especially when I
reputation.
had more autonomy and like had my own car and stuff, every time that I was feeling bad in any way, like I would just go to this park and like kind of just sit there. And it really, I am with the company of you guys, and it is obviously safer as like, especially a woman, to like camp with other people. But
Right.
even when you're just like alone in nature, I feel like it doesn't feel like you're alone. I feel like nature is a presence in itself. And literally, when I was saying my goodbyes to people moving from Nebraska to California, because I'm annoying, I made sure I said bye to every single person I'd ever known.
Real as fuck, yep.
The last stop, the last person I said bye to. I'm finally on the right side of the mic.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah. Just realized how good you started sounding.
Yeah, sorry about that,
massive
everyone.
shift.
Yeah, that's my bad. But the last person I said goodbye to was the park.
Oh, that's
Wow.
cute
And I
as fuck.
cried so
That
hard.
is so
I
cute.
was
That's
like,
so
I cried so
awesome.
hard, and then I drove.
I do
off,
that same thing with places that I like leave. I said goodbye to my apartment. I made like a
Damn.
goodbye video to my apartment
You
one
turn
time.
the shit around.
I was right. No, wait, no, hold on. Now you're thinking on my thing. I was correct. You wasn't correct.
I just
Oh my god, how did I mess that up?
Why are you trying to put it on me too? Like I was the one about that.
No, actually, this needs to come off.
She was like, oh, you gotta turn it the right way. Literally, the logo is pointing towards me. There's one way to know that. There's one way. Like, what are you doing?
No, somebody else gotta be fucking up. I'm just gonna turn it when you're not.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, Isaiah sounded
Can't
kind
be
of
the only
loud.
one. Oh, look over there.
Boom boom. Boom 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 boom.
Holy
boom,
shit. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I guess it's
No.
double, right? It's back and front. Hey.
Oh, that is kind of double.
So you could be like fully wrong, and then it'd be fine. too.
Yeah, and it'd be fine.
Hey, what's up?
A broken clock is right twice in a day.
Hey, that's great. I love
Yeah.
that. I really like that phrase.
That is a great phrase, actually. It really is. A broken clock is right twice in a day.
Even if you feel like you're on the wrong path, just keep going.
Right,
Yeah,
I
just
could have
keep going.
stayed talking to that microphone the entire time.
Yeah.
And I'd be right at some
And two
point.
times it would have sounded good.
Yeah.
Just twice.
Just twice.
Just twice.
Just to work.
Okay, yes, but you said bye to your park. That's cute.
Said bye to my park. Yeah, I think it.
Glad of you for remembering that.
Yeah. Said bye to my
Good for you for
park.
remembering.
I
I
think
should.
the mental clarity that like being outside offers me is like priceless. There is a price which we have paid, mostly Cassius. Shout out Cassius.
Okay.
But I would pay it. I don't have to now because.
Jesus Christ. People are going to think I'm like rich or something. I am poor as well. All right, this
Cassius
is
is a
fucked.
Baroque girl.
This
Cassius
is fucked.
is a
Yes,
Baroque
I
girl.
am not like the other guests you have.
You're not like
This
the
is
guest.
not.
We had
This
a
is not
varying,
that.
income level.
We have varying income level.
But it has been mostly.
And Cassius, actually, not to keep talking about things that Cassius spent money on, but there is a surprise for the next video that we record. We've got some
Woo,
Very
fun
iconic, guys.
stuff.
Y'all aren't ready for
Yes,
it.
Cassius got me a great birthday present that has to do with the podcast. Can't wait for you guys to see that.
Yeah.
The sign.
What the fuck?
What are y'all talking about?
Yeah, he bought us a sound mixer.
I bought a replacement for this little fucker.
That shit on auto mix.
Wait, that's a button? What are you doing here?
Is that a button?
Wait.
It started like throwing rocks at me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
No, Jacob is priceless. Jacob is priceless. Jacob's my best.
No, we could never do it. We couldn't do it without Jacob.
Look at how cute he is. You can't replace that.
We can't replace Jacob. Get a camera
no
on
cost.
Jacob.
He's just the
We
eye
can't do
candy
that.
for
We
us.
can't do that.
Yeah, this is the eye candy. Yeah.
Put the camera on Jacob. We can't do that. It's a setup. We got to set up out here.
Yeah.
We had to put the shit on igloo and a damn
a cooler on a chair,
on a
on
chair,
a blanket,
on a blanket.
with a June shine box.
Easily could have just brought a
holding it up.
tripod, but
Yep,
we
we
did
could have,
not.
but we didn't do that. And here's the thing about camping is that you make do. You know what I'm saying?
We make doo-doo
We
in the
make
bathroom.
doodle. Mm-hmm.
Or in the woods.
Barely.
Talk about that.
Barely, yeah.
Talk about that? I haven't shit yet. That's not a bad experience. In a hole. I don't know what they're laughing at over here, but Jacob and I are just talking about shitting over here.
Damn.
Yeah, it's been real.
has been,
I'm
it's
not
been
gonna
real as
lie.
fuck.
Yeah,
It's
we
been real as
just
fuck.
gotta drink more water. But
Gotta, yeah.
I don't know.
What is... what are you looking at, babe?
I was deciding to do this shit.
No, this is an amazing.
So crazy.
Yeah.
Like we're holding up these podcast mics. And it makes me feel so damn official. And I am on this bitch wildly fucking. It's so crazy.
Wait, what? Are you feeling sometimes?
No, I don't think I thought.
He's talking about his bowel movement.
What about him? What about him?
I was like,
How
it's
are
just been
they?
tough.
It's been tough. It's been tough.
It's been hard. It's been tough.
It's been hard.
Yeah, it's been tough.
That's the thing. I feel like I could camp for way longer if it didn't also like fuck up like the cycle.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I already got like weird shit going on down there, so it's like
Right. You know what I'm
It's like-
saying? So we got
In the nether, just down there in the bowels. Shit.
it's already irregular, you know? So you throw me in the woods, it's like, all right, we're fine. I'm gonna look first trimester
We didn't
when we
bring
go
coffee,
swimming later.
you know.
Like I'm gonna be bloated as fuck.
between this and the ASMR bit we did earlier.
This
We are gonna
should be
kill our
banned from
entire fan base. Nobody's
Holy
gonna listen to this shit.
This is why it's a super secret special episode that we're not releasing for a week after we're hyping it up. That's gonna be crazy.
This shit is gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God, we're gonna look back at this in the editing.
But doesn't it look so pretty? I wonder, when
Hopefully.
does the sunset?
I know.
Yeah.
My camera's
stop for a minute.
turned off a couple times, but Jacob's is still gone, so we
Yeah.
always got the backup.
That's
Yeah, that could be
fantastic.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, the sunset. We may try to see the sunset today. We're gonna. So the rest of the day, what it looks like is we're gonna go see a waterfall, which is pretty crazy.
We do have to hike
That's
to get
it.
to the
We have
waterfall.
to
That's the
hike,
day.
and
So it
that's the
sounds
entire day.
easier than it is. We have
Yeah.
to do the whole hike first, and then
And the hike's gonna take some time, I assume.
I
I
assume
actually don't
also.
know how
I have
long.
no
I don't
idea.
know.
I have no idea.
No service.
Literally no
Forgot
idea.
to look up.
But there'll be a sign that says the mileage from somewhere.
That's
Yeah.
the thing. I also like didn't expect to lose service like that. That was a shocking thing for me. Remember that? Because I was like, oh, it'll be spotty. So, you know, got to the spot, lost service immediately. I was like, oh, that's an adjustment. That's I was like, oh shit, oh shit.
Too, like you were debating on whether or not
Like to
you were
post
okay
videos.
with not posting for 2 days.
Yes, and I decided I was. But then I ended up posting because I like thought of a little joke yesterday. But I'm actually better off like taking a day off from it. I'm actually happy that the signal like it wasn't like a bad thing when I realized the signal was off. I was just like, oh fuck. Oh, didn't realize that was gonna happen like
I'm sure
that.
we could like walk up a little ways and get to some service. 'Cause there's
really-
like a little like
Yeah.
welcome center. We just haven't,
Yeah, we just have it. And
which is crazy. We
don't
literally
need
have the
to.
choice.
We have
really
the choice, but we
haven't.
really don't need
We have
to.
a car
We also have a car.
that
we could
goes
literally go to
anywhere,
like the
and it only
base.
took an hour to get here. Like
Yeah,
you
I
could go
know.
anywhere.
Yeah,
to
we could go
get
back home and come back.
We really truly could if we
We're like,
wanted
we
to.
need Tabasco. Damn, wish we could have driven an hour to get Tabasco. If we
That
really
is
wanted
so
to-
funny. I can't believe we've said multiple times we forgot salt, we forgot pepper, we forgot we were gonna make noodles,
Butter.
we forgot bowls for the noodles.
Yeah, we don't have any like plates, bowls,
And
anything
we were
like
like,
that.
oh my god, I can't believe we can't go get these things now when they're literally 15 minutes away. Probably
Yeah,
we
it's
have
probably
to
a little
go
store
down the
somewhere.
mountain, go down the mountain in the car that we have.
Yeah, but then we have to move the pantry. Like, it's just the trunk is where
the
all the
trunk
food.
is a really cute setup right now.
Yeah, no, we got it all like set up. Like I haven't wanted to. It's just been like it was just like when it happened, I was like, oh shit, this is a different type of like
Yeah.
ideal now. I gotta like think about this. Like I haven't been this disconnected from like being online in a while because I mean
Yeah.
like, I post so often.
Yeah, that's your job.
Yeah, so it's like
What?
very interesting. Very like interesting kind of thought process. And like I said, I kind of feel like I needed it. You know what I mean?
Same. Same. Camping's
Same
fun.
here. Camping is great.
Camping's fun. Friends are fun.
Great. Definitely was surprised that we had to take my Volkswagen Jetta, but it really has so much trunk space.
It does.
If you
So much trunk
if you
space.
We
were
got a
gonna go
trunk on
camping,
her. She got a
go
caboose.
Volkswagen Jetta. Really good.
Hot girls drive
Volkswagen Jetta.
Jettas.
Hot girls,
Hot girls have
have
Jettas.
That's a whole little joke from a show
Some
or
show.
something.
I don't know.
But yeah, hot girls have Jettas. And
I be fucking with Volkswagen Jettas.
Oh yeah.
Shout
I've
out
gone
German
camping with this
engineering.
bitch, and it's been great.
Shout out German engineering.
Yeah, German engineering. Shout out German engineering. Can't wait for my
Scary
little
shout out.
Porsche.
Yeah, that is. I was like, I said it, and I was like, whoa, hold on.
Those
Is it-
Germans, they engineered a lot of things.
It's been a minute. They engineered some good shit. I don't know. I think, well, you know what? We're gonna have to cut this part out anyway. I think Volkswagen did manufacture some World War II shit. I'm pretty sure that's what part of the reason why they were. I'm pretty sure that's the reason why they were like made. Because you know how Jeep
Yeah,
also
yeah, I
did,
forgot
for
about that,
us.
Jeep.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure Volkswagen was theirs. So they did.
They're so damn good. They get the job done. They get the job done, and it's not the job that I want done, but it's like
They didn't get the job done back then. Why didn't the job work a little bit better in the 1940s? Around 1944.
Amen.
Why didn't it get done then? All right.
This is the point of the rock getting a little rocky.
Yeah, the rock has become a rock now. My body is starting to look, hurt. My body's starting to hurt a little.
Big camping guy.
Big
Big
camping
camping guy.
Big camping guy.
It really is, though, objectively a comfy rock.
It is a pretty comfy
we
rock.
found a flat rock where 3 people can just like with space sit on
With
it.
like
I mean,
a whole
that's pretty nice.
backdrop, like it's like,
and we're on a hill.
is this a set? Like
It's
we're on
kind of a
hill,
set.
yeah.
I know.
Yeah, we're on a hill.
No, we're actually we're in a studio right now. This is a lot.
Warner Brothers.
This is fake. Everything has been a lie.
This is where they shot the
We're not
Hobbit.
even really drunk.
We're just stupid.
They're just really stupid. Just idiots.
We're just dumb as fuck.
What's the point of us not being? I feel like I need to say that I'm drunk more on this podcast, even though I've never been. I feel like I need to say that I am.
That would explain so much shit that I
Yeah,
say
right
on
before
this
you start
fucking
recording.
podcast.
Just took 3 shots, three, 4, 5 shots actually.
So anything I say, I can't be. No, yes, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true at all. Actually, you are.
I am not liable
things you
for
say all
anything
the
I
time. You are liable for things you say all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't drink too much if you. Don't drink too much if that's something you do. Don't be crazy. Don't be wild. Okay.
Don't be wild.
Look at Jacob's curly hair.
Jacob's curly hair. I hope
Jacob's
it's in the
curly
camera.
hair.
I
It
hope
is.
it's
It
in the
I hope
is in
y'all can
both.
see
It's in
it.
both
Yeah.
cameras.
It looks so
I think mine's
cute.
definitely off now.
Okay. Real
But that's
as
okay.
fuck. Real as fuck.
He said that
Do I
so
say-
dismissively. Ugh, you want to do your fucking stupid ass thing?
Wait, is there nothing else you want to talk about?
Oh, do you want to talk about something?
I don't know.
Fighting demons.
Oh.
Nah, there's no way to
that's
even
kinda-
check that.
Oh,
Yeah, I can even check it, and that's why I kind of was
Well,
like,
that was
oh,
my
well, I
fighting
gotta catch
demons.
vibes
My
about-
fighting demons was up the fucking camping expenses. I'm fucking demons right now, but also I'm not because it's a positive. It's a
It's a
good
positive.
thing.
So it's a.
Yeah.
so
It's not like
catching
spending
vibes.
money on some like cost of living. Yeah, like
Right.
that type of stuff.
And
This
I'm
is an
catching a vibe.
excursion.
I'm catching a vibe because it's just been great. It's been a
It's
blast.
been a delight.
It's been a joy.
Yeah.
It's been a true delight, a treat. Some would say a
Yep.
treat.
Yep. Everyone say happy birthday to Maria.
Happy birthday, Maria.
birthday, Maria.
23. Thank you,
Thank
Cassius.
you, Cassius. We didn't even introduce what Cassius does. Like,
Nah, I
who
thought we
he
were supposed
is.
to talk about camping. I literally thought that at the beginning, and I was like, "Oh, we going
It's
all in on
fine.
this bitch."
Yeah, it doesn't have to, it's not one of those pods. Hey, that just means you have to have me back
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
real as fuck.
in 1 year.
So expect no,
No,
it's gonna
we'll
be
have you
before.
back quicker.
Wait, should we do it? Should we talk about? Do you want to? Because I'm down to do
Talk
that.
about Cassius?
Yeah, talk about Cassius. Let's talk about Cassius.
Let me make sure. 1 sec. Let me 1 sec.
Okay. We can just wait.
Let me make sure this is still rolling.
He's so nervous.
He's so scared.
He's so scared
He's
right
so
now.
scared.
He's so scared right now.
You start saying nice things about him. He's like, hold on, man, let me make sure it's still recording.
Yeah.
It stops. It overheats every whatever.
Me too.
Me too.
Me too. It's called overstimulating. That happens to me a lot.
What?
It does. It does.
Yeah.
I get overstimulated a lot.
And that's legit. That's legit. What in what situation? I mean, wait, is this private? I don't know how private this
Oh,
is.
I don't know. I mean, it probably no.
Okay, so in what situations?
Oh, if there's a lot of people, a lot of noises, a lot of lights, a lot of stimuli.
Are there things? A lot of. Are there things that you avoid? because of that?
Yeah, honestly, concerts for but Jarvis
Shout out Jarvis. He was a guest.
Jarvis, our last guest, took us to the Kehlani concert,
Yeah.
and we got to sit in the box.
Box seats.
And a lot of people are like, "Oh, like the box seat, like yeah, you can't really like experience the concert."
No,
But, like,
I think
that's
it's the
what I
optimal
loved.
way. Yeah, no, that's the optimal way of
There was
experiencing
food.
a concert.
There was
actually.
not people around me. It was
Yep.
like if I didn't want to. I mean, like I could. There was its own TV screen. I could sit down and still see as a short person.
That's a huge
for
deal.
concerts. Like
That's a
I
huge
never
deal.
can see, and I could be sitting and see the stage. So
Yep.
yeah, box seats.
Box seats.
That's how I want to do concerts.
That's how I want to do concerts from now on, and that experience really made me be like.
I disagree.
You disagree? Oh, we've
Of
got
course.
a differing opinion.
We've got
We got a differing opinion.
I don't dislike boxes. Obviously, like
Right.
sure, of course, it's luxury. It's like great. There's
Right.
some food. There's some drinks. There's space. All that stuff. But I also love trying to get close, seeing the people, jumping up and down with all the strangers around
Yeah,
you,
Cassius
dancing
loves
with
jumping up
people.
and down.
Hey,
Cassius
Cassius
loves
loves
one
jumping
thing
up
about
and
me,
down.
I like moving.
You do. You'd
He
be fun with
loves
that. Yep.
being all up in there.
We'd
yeah.
be playing frisbee. Second mention on the podcast. We'd be playing frisbee, and he'd
Yeah.
be jumping in it.
Oh, the height at which Cassius can jump and
High.
effectively catch something
High.
is insane. It's like peak
Yep.
athleticism.
It's high up.
Is what
Okay,
you see
all right,
when you
thanks,
see
You
guys,
should
Cassius.
see
for the
him toe.
compliments.
You should
Thanks
see
for
him
the
toe
compliments.
drag. He don't like it. He don't like to hear it, but it's true.
No, it's
You see him toe drag.
crazy.
He toe drag.
What
It's
is toe
great.
drag?
You know how when you catch something and you got
Oh,
to
when I'm
put
trying
the
to stay
toes
in
down.
bounds, trying to
Yeah,
stay in
you got to
balance,
stay in
yeah.
bounds. You got to do the toe tap.
Okay,
It's
well,
fantastic.
It's crazy. You throw that frisbee to Cassius, you know he's gonna catch it. You're like, oh, it's too high. Not for him.
It's too high. Or
This
it's
is
too
my like
far.
recruiting video right here. It's like if any scouts are out there for frisbee, ultimate frisbee, and you need some representation.
Yeah. Frisbee is not what Cassius does. Cassius is, a photographer,
What do I do?
videographer.
Honestly,
photographer.
I'm just a freelance camera person, photo, video. That's
Real as
it.
fuck.
That's all I'm just. Yep.
All artists are freelance.
All artists are freelance in a way. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know who's like Margot Robbie's freelance in a way.
Margot Robbie is
All
freelance.
right.
Margot
All
Robbie's
right.
freelance.
I'm no
She just has a
Margot
lot of jobs.
Robbie.
She has a lot of jobs.
All right.
Yeah.
True.
She just gets
But
booked a
she's
lot.
freelance.
Truly.
You know what I'm
truly,
saying?
truly.
And that
Yeah.
makes a lot.
And you're freelance and you do great.
Freelance,
And
technically, yes.
so talented
Thanks so
and
much. Appreciate it.
you
Are
take
you able to
pictures.
talk
Just go
about
like
who you
that.
are a photographer for, or is that private?
Yeah, I mean, I just shoot everything for like TMG stuff. Cody,
TMG.
Tiny Meat
Noel
Gang?
Miller, all
Tiny
them,
Meat
whatever.
Gang. Shout out Tiny Meat
Noel's
Gang.
the boy. Noel's my bestie.
Aw.
I do
Shout
everything
out
for
bestie
him with
Noel.
him.
I do
Oh, love
everything
that.
for him.
Yeah, he's my every. No, yeah, we're just
Real as
homies.
fuck.
Shout out Alina.
Alina,
Shout out to Alina,
my bestie.
little podcast. I can't. You guys need to have her on, by the way,
I
because like
would.
obviously you guys
Fantastic.
are like you
To-
both have new podcasts.
Yes,
like,
we have both
honestly.
have new
would love
podcasts.
to.
That would be exciting.
Yeah.
Would love to have you on, Alina.
I love
and
her.
we'll talk about that. Yes.
Yeah,
we'll talk
you'll
about that.
talk to her. Yeah, just met Noel when I was in college as like a sophomore, and like became friends and started doing stuff, and then now TMG is what it is, which is like
Wow,
some huge.
I didn't know y'all met in college. That's
Wait,
crazy.
how did you meet?
Yeah. I initially met him. This is so. I met him the very first time, which I didn't realize that he remembered until like recently, like a year ago.
Mhm.
I like went to In-N-Out just as like a college kid with my friends, like
Wow.
being like, we're at school in LA. We
Yeah,
go to In-N-Out now. And I like saw him with his friend, whatever, eating, and I like kind of maybe knew him from Vine or something. And I basically was just like, oh, what's up, Noel? I like your videos. That was it. I guess that like struck a chord with him, the fact that I wasn't like, so can I take a photo? And like, you know, a
Yeah, yeah.
weirdo
Wow.
or whatever. And then it made it so that next time when I responded to something on his story about needing like a drone operator, and I had a drone and like had just made my drone reel and all this stuff
Wow.
for like a music video, like their first endeavor of like music stuff. And I was like, oh, I have a drone. I'm pretty good with it. Whatever. See if he responds. And he did, and told me where to go and all this stuff. And then we just hit it off, and we like did it every day, like just hung out and made stuff and whatever. And then it wasn't until recently that he was like, yeah, the reason why like I responded to your DM was because I remembered you from like the In-N-Out, and that you were like chill and like normal, and you were in film school. So that was already like kind of a badge of like, you know, he's in it for like the like like he wants to
Yeah.
do stuff in this world.
That's so
I was like, wow.
awesome.
Yeah.
I did not
Yeah.
know the story.
I
This
didn't
is
know
so
that.
Yeah. It's a good it's a good thing.
Wow,
It's very
and
cute.
that's so great that you have been able to, expand yourself now to photography in different ways as well, because you're a fantastic photographer.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you do, like, besides that? Like, what's your favorite type of thing to shoot?
Unfortunately, one of my favorite things to shoot that I don't professionally is like concert stuff. Like I want to like go on tour with people and shit like that, and I probably could at this point. Now I have enough like connections here in the city to like reach out to people who like know a lot of young up and coming musicians and stuff.
Right.
But at this point, I'm just too busy with other things
Real
to
as
have
fuck.
like I have a month off. I can go on tour with you. Like I can't really do that.
Yeah.
that's real as
That's
fuck.
real.
As well
real as
as
fuck.
just like people in my life I don't want to leave for that long.
That's real
and
as fuck. That
stuff.
happens, life happens, you know what I'm saying? And then like passions, they become different, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We were talking about that. We've been talking about that in one of these episodes. I forgot which one. But we were talking about it was probably the
It was episode 7.
This is
Hasn't been
episode
released
7.
yet. Yeah.
This is episode 7.
This is
Yeah.
episode 7.
Exciting 7 weeks at this.
7.
7 full weeks at this.
Wow.
That is
Going on our 7th
almost
month
at
of
10.
knowing each other.
7th month of knowing each other.
That like scared. I was like,
How did you do
there a
that?
bird?
That was so cool.
Wow.
That's like our playing off
that was
music.
cute.
No.
Yeah, that's the music. Like, wrap it up, guys. Wrap it up.
Yeah, we've
7
only
months
known
of
each
knowing
other for
together.
7 months, but it feels like so long. So
Yeah.
long in a great way. Like we have been able. I think it's a mix. I will say honestly, I feel like it's a mixture of. I mean that these people are great people, but also that like none of us have like real. I mean, Cassius has a real job, but everyone else like doesn't really have like a real job.
We have
so there's
time
so
to be
much
like,
time to
"Wanna hang out?" Sure.
out and make memories. It literally makes time feel so much
It does.
longer.
It does. It definitely feels like we've
Shout
known
out
each
not
other
having
for
real
longer.
jobs and like the jobs that you have. Like we are hanging.
Yeah,
out
you
doing
guys
it.
can
Yeah,
do it together.
So it's like nonstop hanging out for 7 months. Like feels like it's been years.
Yeah.
It does, yeah. Remember that like week where we were like, "Damn, see you tomorrow every day."
Yeah.
Yeah, I like spend
Yeah.
less time apart from you
Yeah.
sleeping
Yeah.
than like
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
That was wild as fuck. That was a lit week.
It
That
was
a- that was a
amazing.
lit week.
Yeah.
I'm not
and
even
I didn't
gonna
get
lie.
tired.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the biggest thing. Not getting like sick of
Yeah, not
each
getting
other
sick
is a
of
big
each other.
is a
It was
big
like
thing.
that week happened, and we were like, "Damn, we should do that like continually.
Yeah.
We should
Yeah.
like do that like more often."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like doesn't happen very often. I feel like with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Where
Very
you kind of
difficult.
you're like, okay, you can see them once a week max, and then
There are a lot of people like that in this place. Yep.
yeah, you
Yep.
know what I mean. But luckily for us, I'm happy that I'm able to find a community where we don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Amazing,
And then we
yeah.
can go on camping trips together. It's really
Go on
cute.
camping trips and not want to kill
Yeah,
each other.
I'll be
Not
like,
get in a
ugh.
single fight. Like literally.
Hey,
I know.
we still got a day.
And we still got a day.
Yeah.
We still got a day.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
That's true. Wait, why don't you add like sound effects to the actual podcast? You need to start doing that.
I don't know.
We
That's
have to
so
have that.
funny.
Is that like recorded?
Yeah.
Like
you
that's
keep
in
that
it at that point.
Oh
Yeah,
fuck
nice.
yes! I love that so much. That is
Yeah, you guys
exactly-
got to get a stream deck now
a
for
stream deck,
for your
yeah, so we
sounds.
could just,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow, that is so important for us. I feel like for our
Holy
growth
shit.
and development.
Yeah, we gotta change the podcast category to comedy because there's
Yeah.
not
Wait,
a
what is it
single
now?
thing. It's
Finance?
like
It's
arts and
finance and
culture.
category. It's arts and culture fight. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's comedy.
Interesting,
We gotta change it to
interesting.
comedy. We gotta change it. to
Because like
comedy.
this
We
is
be
some
playing on it.
unserious ass
This is some unserious ass shit.
material.
Yeah.
And
no
that's what
matter-
people fuck with.
I
That's what the people
mean,
fuck with. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
You know,
And as time goes on, it's just going to become more of a comedy podcast for sure. Like it's
Right,
like just going to be
exactly.
y'all like
Yeah.
being
I think it was
closer.
always
and, yeah.
destined to that. You know,
Yeah,
because
it just will have a thing of like every time you do have a conversation regarding
money.
work or money or things like that. But in general, like y'all are just funny people
Yeah.
and like being funny
Oh.
together. So like it's easy.
Oh, we're funny people.
Funny
That's
looking.
so great. Aha! Oh, zinger! Wait,
All right, we're gonna start a fight.
Good bluey.
Guys are trying to start.
Kablamo.
I love Kablamo. I love. Shout out Kablamo. Shout out Betsy. Me and her love saying Kablamo.
Holy fucking shit! That is so funny. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Yeah, I really like the direct. I know we literally every fucking podcast we always have a segment where we talk about. I love how our
bet we
podcast is
do.
going. I think
Well,
it's
that's great. That's great. It's
You know what
early
I'm saying?
days. It's early days. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like people were never coming to us for finance, for exactly for finance help because we don't know. He said like rap.
Travis was just an encyclopedia. Like he just was like, by the way, here's how I can help you. This is what a credit card is. This is what. Oh my god.
Rob, every time he was like, "Oh, do you guys know about blah blah blah?" We would look at each other and be like,
Blink, blink.
"I don't know." Explain it to us. Explain it to us.
Actually wanted to talk about personal
Like
finance.
that's
Yeah.
that's weird.
Shout
of
out to
him.
Jarvis.
No,
Shout out to Jarvis. That was a great episode, and we really needed those facts because we are unserious as fuck.
Yeah, hey, that's why he's on Forbes 30 under 30.
Right,
That
yeah,
is
that's-
real.
there it
Because
is.
he knows what a credit card is.
Yeah.
Shout out to the 430 under 30. Shout out to Jarvis.
Shout out to all
Nice.
30 of y'all.
Shout out to all 30 of
30
y'all.
of
The
y'all.
30 under 30
I
y'all.
bet you guys
Smart
know what a
as
Roth
fuck.
IRA is.
Y'all all got Roth IRAs, don't you? Smart as hell. Smart as hell. Look at you. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't out here camping with us.
You're not here. You're not here. You're on the list, but you're on some list, but you're not here.
Wow.
Just kidding. Love you guys. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, we
They
do.
don't
I think
need
we,
my
I feel like,
love.
yeah, I feel like we know a couple of them actually.
Yeah, no, I love you guys. Yeah.
We do love you guys in real life. Like,
It's just like our friends with Teslas. Like they know what it means to have a Tesla. They're not gonna be offended that we're like, oh, Teslas. Like they know. They know.
they do know.
They
That is,
know.
that's what's great
Because
about.
when they tell us that Jarvis doesn't even like when we're like,
Yeah.
beep beep beep, like where's your Tesla? Beep beep beep, beep beep beep.
Why do we torture Jarvis like that, yo? We gotta show love to Jarvis for real, yo. Because we be torturing Jarvis and that
He just got a car. He's just trying to get around.
He just trying to get around. He's like, I like this. He's like smart and he like really enjoys the technological aspects of it. And he's like, and we're like, is that the best the best in it, Tessie?
You know, it comes with the territory. It's fine. He can
That's
handle
the
it.
thing. They know.
They
And if
know,
you're on
yeah.
Forbes 30 under 30, like, what are you gonna do? Being mad at me? Like, my broke ass, Venmo me, like,
Baroque.
Venmo me successful ass.
Holy shit. Oh my God.
You don't need my love.
my fucking
I still love you though.
Buzz Waller. It's like, yo, we are different. Why are we fucking like this? Holy moly. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what
I don't
else.
have to-
I don't
have to go
have
through-
shit else
Listen,
to say.
I mean, pretty good. We're at the 112 mark.
I do
word.
not have shit
Yeah,
else
I got
to
shit up. Listen,
say.
I want to go to this fucking waterfall. Listen, I love y'all to death, but y'all fucking up my campus. I'm playing.
No, this was
been a
great.
delight.
This was so cool to be able
so
to
cool to
record
be
a
able to do
podcast
this.
out here.
I mean,
Yeah.
It's an extremely cool thing.
Truly.
It was like I feel like
I
that's
hope we're
like,
still rolling on the iPhone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so too. Shit, but I feel like I all in all, this was like part of one of the coolest things that we've done like since being out here. So really enjoyed that.
Woo, yeah, no, this was sick.
Yeah.
I can't wait to be on like film sets in the future where they're like doing a whole thing
To make it look
in
like
the
this.
outside. Like this is so cool to me. We have like
Yeah.
one recorder. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
This is happening out
But
here.
yeah, to be on like an actual film set will be cool. So cast me in those. I don't know. Like
I literally, that's so funny is I literally saw it going there. She mentioned the film set.
Yeah.
She mentioned the film set. I was like, oh, this
He's like, here it comes.
turned into her
Yeah.
wanting an acting job.
I'm getting recruited on a frisbee team. You're getting casted.
Holy shit. I literally heard this go. I was like, she said film set. I was like, we're supposed to be ending the episode.
She's like, one second, let me get one more plug.
That's what I'm out here to do. You know, I love camping. But like, come on,
Fucking God. That was
get
so
in. Let's get on there. You know, get me in there.
I just want to make sure everyone knows I'm not a podcaster. I'm an actor.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is like a fun thing I do. Like,
I can always.
can always do this. I can act at any time.
Oh my god.
Fucking God.
Anytime.
Holy shit. That was so fucking funny. Oh my God. Wow. All right. And on that. Thank you, Cassius, for being on the show.
Thanks for having me, guys. Thank you so much.
Cassius.
Thank you so
Thank you to
much.
Jacob for
Thank you, thank you.
setting up
Jacob
sound, doing
King.
sound for us outside. What a
Hey.
great episode
Hey.
this was. Oh my God, it's been spectacular.
Yeah. No, thank you guys for making my birthday weekend just what it was.
wow.
It's
Thanks
really
for being
cool.
born.
Thank you for being born and thank you for
Yay.
being in our lives. Truly a delight.
Love
Treat.
you.
All
Thank
right.
you. I'm Maria Small.
And I'm Isaiah Washington, and we
we're
are
breaking
breaking broke. Woo!